Alright y'all, so this is the video that everybody has been waiting for, that everybody has been anticipating. This is Bub's nursery reveal, and not that there's anything like extravagant about his nursery at all. It's literally just a simple, cute little boy nursery. I am in love with it and I cannot wait to watch this little boy grow up in here. I think he is going to love it as he gets older, and it's definitely a nursery that he can use it well into his teenage years even. Not necessarily a nursery by then it'll just be a room, but still all the decor and everything he can still use all the way up until he's a teenager, because this is not so much cartoony football themed, which thank God, but it is like an old vintagey, super cute. It's cute. It can grow with him, and that's all that matters. So without further ado, let's get into this nursery reveal. On this big old wall right here, the only thing that you see is his shoes, his towel, and Austin's blanket. I think this is plenty decoration on this side of the wall because if you used to look over, his recliner and books are right there. Plus, the closet is right there. And with the door right there, you cannot really see much or put much on that wall. This is his little shoe collection, and I am literally so stinking obsessed with it. Is he going to be wearing shoes anytime soon? No. But is it cute to start a little shoe collection? 100%, and nobody's going to make me feel bad for it. I got 4 of these little footballs all together. Eventually, I might end up putting more up here, but for right now, 2 is enough. I got them from Hobby Lobby. I think they were $4.99 each. On one of the football hangers, you have Austin's blanket, and that's always going to be there until Bub is ready to redo his room and wants his own thing. On the other hanger is always going to be one of his towels. Alright, so next we have Bub's little rocker and his bookshelf area, and oh my gosh, this just feels so cozy and cute. I love the material of his rocker. It is literally so soft. His football pillow I got at Hobby Lobby. I believe it was $10.99. This is his little bookshelf area. Right now we have 3 books. Our big book of sports, Let's Play Football, and Football with Dad. I know y'all are wondering what the football is for and where it came from. This is actually one of Garris's footballs that he won when he was in high school playing ball. In 2018, he got Offensive Player of the Week, and I just thought that this would be super cute to just put up around his room. Now we just have the window area, and it is pretty simple. The only thing in front of it is his diaper bag and his laundry hamper. Here is his dresser area. I think that this area is so stinking cute. I literally am obsessed with this dresser, and it is plenty of space for him. Moving on top of his dresser, he has this football frame that I got from Hobby Lobby, his little football piggy bank that I also got from Hobby Lobby. And we have Florida Gators mascot Albert. We love Albert. He's great. He's cool. He's all the good things, okay? Backstory on the Gator plushies, why we have 2 of them and why we even have them in the first place. When we was in the NICU and it was getting close to Austin getting ready to pass, we came past this older woman who works in the NICU, and she was telling us when her grandbaby was in the NICU, they got a little stuffed animal or a stuffed bear, and they would take weekly progression pictures next to the bear until the baby was bigger than the bear, just to show how far along the baby got. So we ended up buying both of the boys, Albert, the Florida Gator mascot, because there was no other kind of teddy bear or anything that made sense to us. If you was to see both of the boys' bed spaces when they were in the hospital, it was Gator everything. Like, you'd have thought the Florida Gators sponsored our sons because they had Gator everything. Needless to say that Bub is so much bigger than the Florida Gator mascot plushie now, and Austin did get a tad bit bigger than the plushie before he passed away. So I think having both of them is an amazing remembrance to their NICU journey. I will never get rid of them, even whenever he has outgrown them. They will stay with Mom and Dad, always and forever, on a shelf. Inside of the picture frame is actually one of the only pictures I have of both of the boys together, and in this one they are holding hands, and I just thought that that moment was the sweetest moment I've ever seen in my entire life, and I wanted to make sure that I captured that. I always want him to know and remember that he had a twin. He is a twin. He had a brother, and his brother loves him so much. And I just think it is the most precious thing in the entire world. And when Bub gets bigger and maybe he wants to change it, we'll change it then. But for now, it's going to stay this picture. So moving on to this side of the dresser, we just have this football lamp from Hobby Lobby. And we also have a little wax warmer that I got from Walmart. So above the dresser, we have this super cute football knowledge canvas decoration thing. I don't know, girl. We got it from Hobby Lobby. It is the literal cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and I think it is perfect for a little baby football themed nursery. It literally has everything you need to know about football on there. It has the football field, defense, offense, how to throw a football, how to hold a football, all the referees' signals, comparing footballs, and then of course it has the anatomy of football equipment. I personally don't care what anybody says. That was probably one of my favorite purchases for this bedroom of his, because I think that is so stinking cute, and that's something that can grow with him throughout the years as he gets bigger. If he wants to keep the football theme in here, that is something that he can have in this room all the way up until he quite literally moves out. I think that is a timeless piece right there. That's adorable and I love it so much. Funny story about this, actually, me and my husband was in Hobby Lobby shopping for Bub's room, and I seen it in the cart and I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be perfect for Bub's room. Thanks, babe. And he was like, no, that's actually for my man cave. And I was like, let me get one for Bub then, because I thought you did something really cute and really sweet, but the whole time you was thinking of yourself. But it's okay. It's okay. We love that for him. All right, so moving on from his dresser wall, we're going to go right over here. I would have to probably say that this is one of mine, Garris's, and my in-laws' favorite walls in this entire bedroom. I said one, okay? Keep that in mind. It's very evident, very clear here that my man played football in school. He loves football so much. His father loves football so much. His entire family loves football so much. Needless to say, we are a football family. And he just so happens to have all of his senior year football jerseys. So, of course, I had to hang them up. I personally think that this is literally the absolute cutest thing in the entire world. Like, can you imagine Bub as he's growing up? He's becoming a toddler, he's becoming a little kid, and as he's growing up, he gets to look at his father's jerseys. If he's into football, if he likes football, just imagine how stinking cool that will be for him. And that's something that he can look up to Garris for, and that's something that he can admire about Garris, and he can admire these jerseys. And whether he can play football or not, or whether he wants to play football or not, I still think it's so cool that one day he'll be able to pass his father's jerseys down to his kids, and then Garris's grandchildren get them. And that's the coolest thing in the world to me. I just think it was such a super cute idea to do, and it keeps the cartoony football theme completely out the picture, because I personally do not like the cartoony football theme. This is more of a, not so much vintagey football theme, but like subtle but super cute football themed room. And I feel like adding Garris's football jerseys into this room in a shadow box is a perfect way to tie everything together. So as you can see, both of the jerseys have number 3 on them, because my husband was in fact number 3 in football, and funny enough, your girl was also number 3 in soccer. And he might have a dad that can play football, but I could play soccer, okay? And then, get this, Nicole, every single sport she has ever played so far for the past 2 years now, she has also been number 3, and it hasn't even been because we've picked number 3 for her. It's just been given by coincidence, or by chance. So, I'm pretty positive that 3 is going to continue into this family jersey numbers. Okay, so boom, back to the wall. We have both of these jerseys. I believe the white jersey was an away jersey and the red jersey was a home game jersey, but don't quote me, I don't know. So right above his jerseys, we have some more footballs of all of his accomplishments. This one is 2017 Offensive Player of the Week. This one is 2016 Offensive Player of the Week, another 2018 Offensive Player of the Week, and another 2016 Offensive Player of the Week. This ball right here, you might be thinking to yourself, Paige, why is that so important? Why is that ball so much special? Why does it get to sit in the middle? Well, this was given to him his senior year, and for his senior year, he had 3,266 career yards, but he also holds a record up at the high school. I think he still holds that record, if I'm not mistaken, for 42 career touchdowns. And once again, I just think that's the coolest thing in the entire world, that Garris holds record about the school. I'm almost positive he still holds that record. I do not believe anybody has broke the record yet. I don't know. Don't quote me. If they have, good for you. If they haven't, my man is still that man, you know? I just think that's going to be so super cool for Bub to grow up seeing that. And even whenever he goes to school, because they're going to go to the same exact school that me and Garris went to, But imagine he goes to that school. He can play football. He wants to play football. He loves football. And just imagine, listen, okay? Just imagine in like a perfect freaking world, okay? Like a world that everything goes our way. Just imagine that the school record is never broken, okay? And then Bub gets up there and he's playing and he breaks his dad's school record. Stop. That would be the coolest thing. Now, the chances of that happening are very, very, very slim. His school record might have already been broken, but still, just think, like, that would be the coolest freaking thing in the world. Like, I would cry, for real. It makes me emotional now thinking about it. So yeah, although it's still kind of minimal on this wall right here, I feel like this ties the entire room together and it's just enough on this wall. Moving on from this wall right here is actually mine and Garris's favorite wall in this entire bedroom. This area right here is Austin's space in this room. So up here we have Austin's shadow box. It has everything he last had in there. This up here is the first ever diaper that Austin wore. It was a micro preemie diaper. Down here, this is the diaper that he was wearing the day he passed away. It's a P2. He did have a grade 4 brain bleed and hydrocephalus as well, so keep that in mind, because this right here is the measuring tape they would use every single day to measure the circumference of his head. This is the hospital band from the day that they were born. Down here is the pregnancy test. These are Austin's footprints from the day that he passed away. This is the little hat that Austin was wearing the day that he passed away. This is his name sign that the NICU nurses made for him at North Florida, the first hospital that he was at before he got transferred. This right here is just a paper showing the day that he passed away. This up here is the little armband that really did not fit on his arm and barely fit on his foot, but that he had to wear every day. This is the very last pressure cup that he used. This is the very first one that he used. The little heart back there is one of the hearts that they give you in the NICU to wear to, I guess, give your child like the sense of you or something. But it's also the same exact print that Austin was laying on before he passed away. And that is one of the hearts that he had on him the day that he passed away as well. If you can see way back there in the back, that is a piece of the shirt that I was wearing the day that he passed away. I cut out just that small little piece right there because that is the piece that for 8 hours as he laid in my hands and he laid in my arms and on my chest, for some reason his head rested on that exact piece of my shirt the entire time for the entire 8 hours. And I felt like it deserved to be in there as well because I will never be able to wear the shirt again anyways. So plus it's a part of him and his last days with us. This is his little Albert stuffy. This is his ornament that we got for Bub whenever we brought him a little Christmas tree up there. I love this right here. I did not even realize I had it, but this is of Austin's tiny footprints after he passed away. If you didn't know, whenever you have a child in the NICU who passes away, you get something called a memory box. And in the memory box, it contains everything that they last had in their isolette or their bed with them, everything that they used, they wore, the blankets that they were on, like everything physically possible the hospital gives you, the stuff that they can give you, obviously. So when we finally decided to work up the courage to go through his memory box and look at all of that, this little thing right here was actually in there and I had no idea what it was because it had a cover on it. And for the longest time, I thought that they just gave me something that had Austin's name on it. I did not realize that it was his molded footprints until literally today when I was putting together his memory box and I was trying to like pull it out and I pulled the top off instead of pulling it out. And I got very, very, very emotional. And if there is anything in his memory box that I am so thankful that the hospital gave me and did for me, it is 100% these little footprints right here. I am so thankful to have had these because this whole time I was thinking to myself, man, I wish I would have done that with him. And they did it for me and I did not even realize it. So I think that that was a sign from God alone that I am not alone in this. And I also think it was a sign from Austin because he knew I've been needing him here lately and he showed up for me today. So a little story about this, but I think this is so cute. It's crazy when I look at it how tiny his little feet were. They were like the size of my thumb. Just the size of my thumb. So you might be thinking to yourself, why is this shelf right here empty? This shelf right here actually holds Austin's bear that has his heartbeat in it. and has the very last piece of clothing that Austin was wearing when he passed away. I have this shelf right here, kind of low and super close to the bed, not over the bed, but very close to it, because this is Bub's bed right here. I love this bed. I think this is the cutest bed in the entire world. So in my mind, I'm picturing Bub laying right here and Austin's bear sitting right here and watching over Bub. And I think that that right there is just the perfect place for Austin's bear. I cannot see it anywhere else in his nursery. His bear is currently at the hospital with Bub right now. That is why it is not sitting up there. Everywhere that Bub goes, the bear goes with him. Okay, so boom. Now for this wall right here. Once again, this one is kind of plain. We just have his crib right here, his mattress, my little breastfeeding pillow that is not going to be used as a breastfeeding pillow anymore. It's just going to be used as a little lounger for him when he gets a little bit bigger. We have this little football rug, and when I say little football rug, I mean it's a little. I was real mad when I bought it. Right here by his light switch, we have this super cute little wall hanger. I also got it from Hobby Lobby. Of course, in the middle, we do have a name sign for him. I just need to stain it real quick, which is why it is not up yet. So now that y'all have seen what his entire room looks like, I'm going to show y'all the closet and inside of his drawers to show y'all kind of how we organize things in here. Listen, his closet is a little messy because it's a lot of stuff in there. We have so many diapers, and he also has a lot of his medical equipment in there. When I say his medical equipment, it's not nothing extensive or anything. It's literally just the supplies for his like oxygen machine, his oxygen nasal cannula stuff, and his monitoring and stuff. That's it. That's all. Like, he's literally just on oxygen and a monitor, and he's only on the monitor because he's on the oxygen. So it's not like it's super intensive medical stuff, but it is a lot of medical stuff just so that we have the extra supplies and won't run out of them. So with all of that being said, let's get into this closet. I'm so proud of me. This is his closet. As you can see, literally from this side over is nothing but diapers. Nothing but diapers, okay? I actually have 4 packs of diapers that I need to give away because he is no longer in newborn diapers. He is now in size 1 diapers. This up here is all diapers. His wipes are right here. And then on the far side over here is some of Austin's stuff. We're not getting rid of it yet. We don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. So right here we have all of his clothing. This is just the clothes that are like nicer outfits, so they're not in the drawers. Instead, they're just being hung up right now, and they also obviously still have the tags on them. I still need to wash these because in the NICU he cannot wear this kind of stuff anyways, so it's just better to hang up for now. So in here he has 3 different baby carriers. These 2 right here are from Wild Bird, and then this one is from Maybe. I personally love the look of this one the most, but I think this blue gingham one is super cute as well. And this is one of those, it's not necessarily like a structured one, it's more of like a wrap kind of, so I'm super excited to use that as well. This little outfit right here is my favorite outfit in this entire closet right now. I literally am so obsessed with it. My aunt bought one for Nicole when she was first born, and it was pink and it looked just like this. So I used it for Layla because I found out I was having a girl, and I literally was so obsessed with that outfit. We bought one for Austin to bury him in, so Austin is still currently wearing his. His looked just like this. It was just blue, and this is Bub's. So this is my most cherished piece in this entire closet right here. If this house was to burn down, this would be one of the main things that I would try to grab before I got out. This is another one of my favorite outfits. I just think that this is so stinking cute. I don't care what nobody says. I think this is adorable. It's from Baby Gap. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this. This is one of Dad's favorite outfits. It's a little golfing outfit. I think it is so cute, and I literally cannot wait to dress Bub up in this and take him golfing with Dad. I think it's gonna be adorable. Look. This is his little Easter outfit. It's gonna match his sister's dresses perfectly. I cannot wait to put his little chunky tail in this. Oh, my baby is getting so big. If you didn't know, he is 10 pounds, 5 ounces today. So down here, closer to the ground or on the ground, is where we keep his medical supplies right now. His little bathtub, and in the far corner over there is Austin's bassinet, the twinsy pillow, Austin's clothing. Everything else that belongs to Austin, that's just going to stay there for the time being. So, and then over here, because I know y'all see these boxes, that is also Austin's stuff as well. Veer actually sent us the stroller that we're using for Bub, and they sent some extra pieces over for the stroller to make it a double stroller for Austin as well, because at the time I was still currently pregnant with the twins. So if you can see, like, there's little gray bins in here, and I actually got these little bins from Walmart, and they are literally perfect for organizing this top drawer of his dresser. So over here we have all of his soaps and lotions. I use the Johnson's & Johnson's. I actually really love the Noodle and Boo one. I tried it on him the other day when he was home from the hospital for the 3 days that he was home before he got admitted back into the NICU. I tried it on him. Loved it so much. The Johnson's Calming Soap. And then of course, you know, I had to give my baby some Shea Moisture. So this right here is his little, I say medical section, but it's just a lot of baby diaper rash cream, like the little gripe water, little remedies, Tylenol, all of that good jazz. And then of course, like the little baby first aid kit. We actually had to break into this whenever he was home from the hospital, right before he got life flighted to the hospital, because I needed a thermometer, and for the life of me could not find a thermometer anywhere in my house. Although I do have 2 other children, you would think that I would have been able to find at least one. But then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right, like he has a little emergency kit. So I did have to bust into that. Okay, so moving on to the next drawer. This is his clothing drawer, and like I said, don't judge me right now because we are back and forth from the hospital, constantly pulling clothing out of here, putting new clothing in here. So right now it is a mess. When he gets home from the hospital again, we will have it better organized. But for now, it is a mess, and I like operate 10 times better in mess. So maybe it'll stay like this. I don't know. I could just be fronting and lying straight to y'all's face right now. Don't judge me if I am, because I wouldn't judge me, and I just don't think it's nice to judge people, but that's not what this is about. Anyway, so we have all of his clothing in here. A lot of this is 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6 month, and then he does have a couple of 9+ month little onesies in here, but the majority of this in here is literally just onesies that he can throw on. My mother-in-law got him this cute little Bass Pro Shops camouflage onesie. I think that that is so cute. This is actually one of his newborn picture outfits. Whenever we got his newborn pictures done, literally the day before he had to be back in the hospital again, I promised y'all, like, he was perfectly fine. And then out of nowhere, the shunt infection just literally, it came out of nowhere. Like I said, it came out of nowhere, and he was very, very, very sick. But we actually did get his newborn pictures done already, and this was like one of the cute little outfits that we got. This is freaking adorable. If you are like a photographer and you want that, let me know and I will send it to you. I had to move y'all back some so that y'all could see the remainder of this drawer. So we have some more of the little gray bins, and I use these bins to organize his baby mittens, his socks, and his beanies. This boy has so many beanies because he does have a VP shunt, and because he's so little right now and does not have that much hair on his head, it is very, very visible. And the last thing that I'm going to have is somebody looking at my baby like there's something wrong with him, when there's nothing wrong with him. He is perfect. He is beautiful. He just needs something in his body to help his spinal fluid move through his body more smoothly. So until he gets some hair on his head, and until he grows into that big old head of his, he's going to have to wear a beanie. Not at home or anything, but when we're out and about in public, yeah, he's going to wear a beanie because I cannot afford to go to jail trying to defend my son. I'll do it gladly, and I'll smile. Yeah, don't play with me. I'll gladly go to jail in defending my children, but if I can help prevent it, because let's just be so for real, we do not live in a perfect world, and everybody judges at least somebody, and you can judge all day long, but don't let me catch you staring, talking, or judging my baby because he has something that he needs in order to survive. So that's that drawer. So this drawer right here has, or used to have, all of his swaddles in it. There's only 3 of them in here right now, which means the others are either in the wash or they're at the hospital. It also has all of his towels and his washcloths in here. It has all of his burp rags in here and receiving blankets in here as well. And then it also has all of his crib sheets in here. So that is the final drawer in his nursery. And I do want to just mention, hold on, let me mention something to you. I'm going to turn you so that y'all can actually see what I'm talking about. Hold on. So as you know, of course, this is the dresser right here, but I do want to show y'all one of the things I literally love so much about this dresser, which is going to help keep this dresser neat. And when I say neat, I mean like clothes will not be able to just like hang out of the dresser like this, because watch, you got a piece of clothing hanging out, but watch, none of the other drawers will open until this drawer is completely closed. I love that about this. That means that there can only literally be one drawer open at a time, and that is so much neater and cleaner. Or am I tripping? I don't know, but I love that. I did not realize that it did that until I finally put it together and I was trying to open all of the drawers and I thought that I had put it together wrong because it would not open. The other drawers would not open, so. Y'all, I haven't checked my phone in like the past hour and my mother-in-law just sent me and my husband the cutest little picture of Bub. Oh my gosh, he is adorable. I just love that baby so much. He's such a happy little baby. I swear he is. So his dresser, the crib, the recliner, and the crib mattress all came from Delta Children, and I got it all in a bundle deal for $998, and I literally am so obsessed with it. Like, it was fairly cheap compared to everything from like different brands, cheap brands, it does not matter. Everything else was equaling out to anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500, and I just felt like that was an amazing deal to get everything all at once. So I'm gonna see if I can link the actual bundle deal in my like to know it, as well as a lot of the decorations in here and a lot of stuff from his nursery. I'm gonna try to link all of that in my like to know it for y'all because I can already hear y'all coming with the links. Where's the link? Where did you get this from? Girl, I'm gonna do you one better, and by the time that this video is posted, hopefully I'll have everything already linked in my link tree and I'll just share it with y'all. So that is his entire dresser, his closet. That's everything, y'all. That's his room. And I love it so much. I cannot wait to bring that baby home. I cannot wait to bring that baby home. Y'all cannot hear me loud enough. I cannot wait to bring that baby home. Bub does have surgery on March 10th to replace a new shunt. And then he's going to have to stay in the NICU for at least a good 48 hours. But if he's good to go after that, then we get to bring our baby back home. So I'm hoping and praying by we'll stay on the safe side by like March 15th. Our baby will be back home, but it's a waiting game. It's not up to us, it's up to him. He has passed absolutely everything there is to pass in the NICU, and like as far as requirements go to come home, it's just a matter of him now having the shunt surgery, because like I said, he was home for 3 days. We did get discharged February 15th. He was home for 3 days and then he was back in the hospital again, needing emergency surgery, and now gonna have to have another surgery just to place the shunt back in. But yes, I'm hoping and praying that this room can start being kind of lived in a little bit, because you know he's in that bassinet right by my bed right now, but lived in a little bit within the next week. And yeah, better late than never. All right, y'all, so that is Bub's entire nursery. I think that this is the cutest nursery in the world. I cannot wait to watch him grow up in this nursery. This is a nursery that like he can literally grow into throughout the years. He can literally stay in this with the same kind of decor for literal years, okay? Unless he's not in the football and he wants to change it up, which is 100% okay. I really, really, really hope that he gets into the Cars movies, because I got all kinds of ideas, girl. My gears are turning, okay? But I do think that this is the perfect football theme room. I did that. I did this. It is perfect. It is so cute. It's not super cartoony. I did not want the cartoony football theme, but I also didn't want the super vintage football team, so I feel like we're kind of there in the middle a little bit. Maybe a little bit more vintage than cartoony, but still, regardless, I love it. I cannot wait to watch him grow up in this, and he is going to love this room. He's going to love it. I know he is. So with all of that being said, I'll see y'all in the next video. Goodbye.